In 543 BCE, under the full moon of May, Sakyamuni Buddha entered into nirvana near the village of Kushnagara. After following the natural life cycle of birth, aging, sickness, and death, the unusual life of the Buddha came to an end. His teachings on the middle way have guided millions of Buddhists looking for a path to spiritual liberation over the past 2,000 years. With the help of generations of patriarchs, his influence has spread beyond India to every corner of the world. After the Buddha's parinirvana, and out of his profound compassion, he left behind relics among his ashes in the form of bone fragments and sariya. According to the Golden Light Sutra, sariya are from the cultivation of morality, meditation, and wisdom. Because they are extremely rare, they are considered a field of merit. According to the Treatise on the Perfection of Great Wisdom, making an offering to a Buddha's relic, even one as small as a mustard seed, is meritorious. In all, there are 4 Buddha's tooth relics. One was taken to Triastrimsha heaven by Sakra Devanam Indra with the 7 treasured vase. The remaining 3 are located here in the human world. One is enshrined at Malagawa Temple in Kandy, Sri Lanka. Another one is enshrined at the Zaoshan Pagoda in Lingguan Temple in Beijing. The third one was originally located at Nalanda Temple until the Muslims invaded India. At that time, the relic was escorted to Tibet by the Tibetan king and enshrined at the Sedong Sitsung Nangal Monastery. During the Cultural Revolution in China, however, the temple housing the relic was destroyed. The Buddha's tooth relic was then somehow obtained by Kunga Dorje Rinpoche, who kept the Buddha's relic in a locket. At the risk of his life, he crossed the Himalayas into southern India, and there he secretly kept the relic hidden around his neck for more than 30 years. Acting as an emissary, Lama Tian Bishuan personally delivered a letter to Fo Guanshan. The letter, which was signed by many Rinpoches, stated that they were looking to donate the Buddha's tooth relic. Because its caretaker, Kunga Dorje Rinpoche, was getting old and felt that it was time to find the right person to inherit his responsibility. They knew that Venerable Master Xing Yun, the founder of Fo Guanshan, had established the Chinese Han Tibet Association in 1985 and organized the World Sutric and Tantric Buddhist Conference in 1986. In addition to promoting harmony between the Sutric and Tantric traditions, the letter also acknowledged that Venerable Master had promoted cultural exchange among Northern, Southern, and Tibetan traditions. In their estimation, Venerable Master had long propagated the Dharma to benefit sentient beings and spread the Dharma throughout the world. So they hoped Fo Guanshan would accept the precious Buddha's tooth relic. On April 5th, 1998, Kunga Dorje Rinpoche arrived in Thailand via India and Nepal. On April 8th, Buddha's birthday in Thailand, he presented the Buddha's tooth relic to Venerable Master Xing Yun. On April 9th, the Buddha's tooth relic welcoming team, comprising President Wu Bosheng of BLIA, ROC, and others, escorted the relic from Bangkok to Taipei. A grand-scale Dharma service under the banner of The Buddha's Tooth Relic Reunites with a Sea of Devotees was held at the Taoyuan International Airport. Devotees were moved to kneel and join their palms while waiting for the Buddha's tooth relic to come off the plane. Their chanting filled the entire airport. Wherever the Buddha's tooth relic went, devotees chanted and did prostration to show their utmost respect. The first stop on its journey to its new home was the Taipei Vihara in Taipei. It was a drizzling, overcast day when suddenly a golden ray of light fell upon the road ahead of the entourage. With thousands of devout Buddhists watching along the roadside, the cars slowly escorted the relic along a road full of Buddha's light. Devotees, amazed by what they were seeing, became firm in their faith and believed that the Buddha's relic was truly in Taiwan. Venerable Master Xingyun realized that the Buddha's tooth relic was a rare treasure in the universe, and a refuge for all sentient beings to cultivate their merits and wisdom, and that it should be venerated by all people in the world. Therefore, he was determined to build the Buddha Memorial Center to house the relic. The center aims to harmonize all Buddhist traditions, to enable people to follow the Buddha's footsteps, and to invigorate the teachings of humanistic Buddhism advocated by the Buddha. Buddhism has remained viable for more than 2,000 years because the Buddha organized the Sangha, an assembly of disciples who upheld his wise teachings. Therefore, the design of the center is based on the Buddha's life, his disciples, and doctrine. Modern technologies will be adopted to show the Buddha's achievements in Dharma propagation, as well as other great deeds by highly cultivated monastics. The center will become a new focal point for all Buddhists worldwide, acting as a spiritual guide for the harmonious coexistence of human beings. Situated at Dashu Village, Kaohsiung County, the Buddha Memorial Center is on the northwestern side of Foguanshan Monastery. To its north is Tongkeng-go. To its east is the Gaoping River. Surrounded by mountains and water, the area of the Buddha Memorial Center is about 34 hectares. The main building, rectangular in shape, will be 50 meters or 16 floors high. In front, on the east side, there will be a memorial plaza and the central complex, and behind, to the west, a vulture peak. Within the area designated as Vulture Peak will be the corridor exhibition area and a plateau with pathways which will allow people to enjoy the scenic reconstruction of the historical Vulture Peak where the Buddha gave his sermons. The Memorial Plaza, surrounded by a 100-meter square corridor, will be able to accommodate at least 10,000 people for a gathering. To realize Venerable Master's idea of greeting people when they arrive and bidding them farewell when they leave, a bell tower and drum tower will be built on either side of the corridor. The bell and drum will be sounded to welcome and bid farewell to devotees. On the interior walls of the first floor of the square corridor surrounding the plaza will be reliefs depicting the life of the Buddha, accompanied by Buddha statues which accord with the different scriptures. Like the Dunhua grottos, thousands of caves will host numerous Buddha images. The ground surface of the plaza will be checkered with stone slabs, making it look like a field of merit, and the plaza will be surrounded by lotus ponds. Bodhi trees will also be planted in the area to help create a quiet and peaceful atmosphere. The central complex of the Buddha Memorial Center houses both the main exhibition area and the Buddha Tooth Relic Shrine. In front of the complex are 4 great towers, 2 on both sides, representing the 4 Noble Truths. The main exhibition area and the walls of the Memorial Plaza corridor will be made of sedimentary rock. The focal point of the Buddha Memorial Center is the pyramid-shaped Buddha Tooth Relic Shrine, with a capacity of 2,200 people. The central complex, however, is large enough for an assembly of 5,000. Situated behind the complex will be a large, majestic, sitting Buddha made of bronze, 105 meters in height. The exhibition area will be surrounded by 8 towers, which will stand for the Noble Eightfold Path. It is believed that the Buddha Memorial Center will become a place of pilgrimage for Buddhists around the world. We also plan to incorporate the ancient, plain, solemn, and yet sacred image of the Nalanda University in India, the homeland of early Buddhism. Throughout the Memorial Center, all of the images will be carved from stone. The textured quality of this natural and simple artwork will ensure that the magnificence of the Buddha Memorial Center lasts for at least 1,000 years. Situated at the base of the Tooth Relic Shrine, above the underground parking lots, will be a 3-story building. It will house the main entrance of the Buddha Memorial Center, the Patriarch Hall, the Exhibition Hall of Venerable Master Xingyun's achievements, and many of the artifacts which Fo Guanshan has acquired since its inception. A Buddhist library, a tea house, and an international conference room, which is able to accommodate over 420 people, offering a state-of-the-art meeting facility. The balcony around the pyramid-shaped tooth shrine will enable people to see the scenic view surrounding the Buddha Memorial Center. When you look up, you will see the magnificent shrine. When you look around, you will see the view of the shrine and nature coming together. Master Xingyun hopes to build a center which is multifunctional, aesthetic, and of historical value. We believe that people will be able to relive the experience of listening to the Buddha preaching the Dharma on Vulture Peak. Let's follow in the Buddha's footsteps and work together to build a site of spiritual significance. We sincerely hope that all devotees can help build the Buddha Memorial Center and be embraced by the Dharma joy. May everything go perfectly for you.